If you are currently dealing with pain in your ankle from inflammation, tendonitis, arthritis, or even a sprain, today that is all going to change. We're going to talk about why your ankle might be hurting, how the ankle should actually be moving, and a few ways to improve your range of motion and get rid of your pain forever. To increase the success that you will actually get rid of your pain, I highly recommend implementing every single thing that we mention in the video. There honestly could be so many different reasons why your ankle is very painful and just not cooperating with you in your daily life. By far, one of the most common reasons for ankle pain is a lack of strength and mobility. Because of this, trying to increase our strength and mobility through a long-range of motion should be our primary goal. To see how the ankle should move, let's look at some basics. The first movement for our ankle is plantar flexion. This simply involves you pointing your toe as far and as hard as you can towards the ground. This is a really crucial movement that helps us with walking. In addition to this, we can also work on our dorsiflexion. This movement is also crucial in our walking, and the muscle we use in this is very weak in individuals with shin splints. Basically, you're pointing your toe up towards your shin. On top of that, we can also look at inversion. This involves moving your ankle or your foot toe towards the midline of your body. This is a really crucial movement, although it is very, very small in individuals. And of course, eversion is the opposite, pointing your pinky toe towards the outside of your body. All of these movements are extremely crucial in moving pain-free in your overall ankle. Let's see how we can improve them. The first exercise we can do is our toe points and pulls. This is a very subtle and gentle movement that you can do from a chair where you're basically pointing and pulling your toe as far as you can. I really like this as a starting point for individuals with any bit of ankle pain to increase circulation, get a little blood flow through that area. If you can finish that exercise without any pain, try some seated calf raises and toe raises. This involves having both feet on the ground and simply pushing through the ground with your heels and your toes on both directions. As you can see here, I'm really trying to drive and use the ankle muscles very, very forcefully to get some good range of motion. In addition to that, we can also then work on some slant board holds. This will work our eversion and inversion of the ankles. I'm going to put the product link in the description for the slant board. I really love using this piece of equipment, and all you're going to do is stand on one leg, simply not moving at all. This is going to require a lot of ankle strength and mobility, so make sure you are doing this exercise on both sides of your ankles before you go on to the next exercise. Something else I wanted to note about doing these slant board holds is that you can make this incredibly more difficult by increasing the slant on the slant board when you do purchase this item. Once you're finished with that, you can move on to some standing calf raises and toe raises. This is a very similar exercise that we did in our seated position, but of course adding our full body weight will make it even more difficult than the last time. You might need to hold on to something as this does challenge your balance quite a bit, and we don't really want to make this a balance drill. We are trying to focus on just strengthening our ankles. And speaking of strengthening ankles, we can go back to the slant board to do some slant board step downs. This is an increased version of the slant board holds we did earlier, so if you are looking for more of a challenge, this is going to increase the difficulty very greatly, placing a lot of demands on your ankles, hips, and knees. Be very, very slow and methodical when you are doing this exercise, and of course, just like the slant board holds we talked about earlier, make sure you are repeating this exercise on both legs and on both slants. And once you're done with that, adding in some slant board calf raises will be an excellent way to increase the overall strength in your ankles even more than the last time. Adding in the slant board makes it a slightly larger range of motion, which will overall increase the mobility and strength in your ankles and decrease some pain. And of course, to do the opposite of that movement, we need to do some toe raises. Adding a weight to the front of your toe, although it seems kind of silly, is a great way to increase the overall strength in that muscle that is very underdeveloped and underworked. You can use something like a book. I'm just using a light weight in this. Anything will do to increase the difficulty. Thank you so much for watching the video. Consider subscribing to our channel, liking the video, and if your ankle's feeling kind of painful, I'm guessing your knees and hips aren't feeling too good as well. This is why I recommend checking out the videos in the pinned comment that can help with these areas as well. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this helps, and we'll see you in the next video.
Tell me you're no good. I'm brushing